guys, I've just ruined 5 of these. Alright guys, we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing of sorts here. I've had this stuff for a couple of months now, and I feel bad that I haven't put this video out sooner, but better late than never. These are some sublimation things that I'm actually going to give a try, hopefully this week. So these items are from PandaHall Selected, and they were nice enough to send me some more items. So the first one that we have here is a sublimation keychain. So what happens is these little tiny pieces come off here, and you do your illustration or whatever you're going to be putting onto the little keychain here, and you use your sublimation printer and your heat press to make the image transfer onto this little, I think it's like an MDF or like metal. It's shiny on the back, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a tin. And once you're done, that will glue itself into place here. I can't seem to figure out, I see like a little indent in here. I don't know if that's like an indication of this is where you're supposed to put the glue, or if this piece comes off and you just stick it on, or you have to glue it on yourself with some like Gorilla Glue or Crazy Glue or something like that. I haven't really looked too much into it, but I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with these keychains. But I have 10 of these, I believe. So there's 3 here, 7, 8, 9, yeah, and 10. So I have this package here, and they're all in these little boxes, which is kind of neat. Alright guys, so I did some further inspecting, and sure enough, that little gray piece is just a film that comes off, and this is a sticky material underneath, like glue, and all you have to do is take this piece right here and just stick it on top of that after this film is removed, and your keychain is good to go. So that's what they look like. And so that's the first thing. The second thing that they sent actually will help with sublimation, and that is sublimation heat tape. And let me just put this out of the way here. So they've sent me 5 different rolls. This one here is the thickest. So this one's about 1 inch, half an inch, I'm assuming, for this one right here. And then they sent 3 smaller ones. So this is the heat tape that you would use to go in your on your paper between your heat press, so the paper doesn't move. If you use regular tape like Scotch tape or packaging tapes, things like that, it's gonna melt. But this is supposed to be highly what's the word I'm looking for? It's good for high heat, and it won't melt and it won't damage what you're working on. So I have 5 rolls of this. I'm just going to set that off to one side. Let's see, I hope these, yes they do. So these are wooden blanks, and they do have, let me get this out of the bag without making a mess here. They do have a coating on them, like a protective coating, so it would have to peel that off first. These are, these can be used for keychains. I never thought of that, because they, like this one here specifically, and this one right here could potentially be a keychain. It's like not huge, but they did come with these string pieces right here to tie them up as ornaments, but I don't see why you couldn't use these as keychains as well. It is MDF, so I'm pretty sure of it, so you'd have to be careful. But I mean, I don't know anyone that would leave their keys in pouring rain or drop them in a sink, or you know what I mean. So there's 5 hearts, and there are, now these here are a little bit bigger, so these could be passed as ornaments as well, rather than keychains. So there's 5 of each, and then we have the square ones right here. So what I need to do is actually sit down and design some things to go, yeah, there's like a coating right there. I hope that's going to be easy to peel off. Let's try. There is a coating. There we go. Yeah, it does come off nice and easy, and it kind of has almost like a plastic coating, and then there's MDF in between. So there's 5 of these as well. So what I need to do, like I was saying, is to sit down and come up with a few things that I can put on these little ornaments here. So this is everything that PandaHall Selected has sent to me. If you're interested in picking up any of these goodies for yourself, please go down in the description of the video, find a link to their website. There's a coupon code and everything down there as well for you to use. And if you're interested in getting any of these items for yourself, or if you're interested in seeing what else they have available to order on their site. So yeah, everything down in the description, and let's get on with the rest of the video. Alright, so you're probably wondering, Karina, what the heck does this wood slice have to do with the sublimation projects that you're going to work on? Well, I don't have any art in this video. I didn't show you guys how I came up with the illustration that I'm putting on these sublimation projects, but this is initially the exact same kind of an idea that I did, because basically I did this one and I liked how it turned out, and I took a photo of it and imported it into Procreate, and then I turned it into the digital piece that's going on the sublimation pieces. So whenever I try to, you know how Procreate kind of records your screen for you, and it can give you that time lapse so you can import it and put it on like Instagram and whatever, or add it into your videos. Well, every time I go to do that, the video is always jumpy and it's bouncing all over the place, and I can't figure out why that is. If you know, please tell me, because I would love to be able to add some of my digital work in here as well, like intermittent pieces of my studio vlogs, and it seems that every time that I go to do that, that's what happens. I know the other route around it is actually recording my screen, but it also has a glare, so it would just be nice to be able to take that, you know, time-lapse video from Procreate the way that you should be able to, and actually be able to just import it and use it how you wish, but I can't do that. So what I thought I would do is, I did record this for another video, but I'm like, what the heck, we'll use it for this one. But this is kind of how I drew out the pieces. And I just want to say, it's been a very long time since I've done any work on wood or even with gesso. I'm going to be honest with you, I hate working with gesso, because when you draw on it and you try to erase, it turns into a bloody mess, as you, not technically bloody, but you know what I mean. The mess, just trying to draw this owl's face here, you can see that just erasing just makes a total state on what you're working on. Good thing is acrylics can cover this up, but if I were to use gouache or something on here, I don't know if it would be so easy to cover it up, because the gouache I have is not completely opaque, because I use Sahimi gouache, and I haven't found that it's been perfect to do that with. So I technically use the gouache for watercolor papers or mixed media papers anyway. Either which way, I just wanted to add this in because I wanted to show you guys the process that I tried to come up with this image, and hopefully you like it. I thought it turned out really nice on the wood slice as well, and the actual wood slice I'm drawing right here has been finished, and it is available over in my Etsy shop. If you would like to check that out, you can find that down below in the description, as well as the rest of the links for all the other places where you can find me. Okay, so that's it for my rambling with this drawing here. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and let's get on with it. Alright guys, so I've gone and adjusted my image here for the size that I needed to print, and I did make it just slightly a little bit bigger than the circle itself. So when I put them down, they kind of line up, and then I can tell where the center of the hole needs to go. And it overhangs on the pieces here just a little bit, because I want to make sure that I don't have any white left underneath. Now, I have 5 of these, so I kind of adjusted the page here to do all 5. I don't know if I can do 5 at once. I may just cut the sheet. This is just regular paper. I do have to print out the sublimation sheet yet, but this is kind of like my just an example, just to make sure I'm not going to screw anything up. I have been meaning to do this for a while, and I'm just so nervous about wasting these because I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do this on the first go. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to print off the sublimation sheet, and I'm going to cut them. I'm going to arrange it so that I can cut them out in maybe 2s or just singles, and do one at a time just in case I screw something up, and then I can figure out what it is that I've done wrong. Now I'm only going to do the I want to only do the ornament on one side, because I think a double-sided ornament is just going to be a lot. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go do a bit of research while I'm waiting for the heat press and everything to heat up. Alright guys, so I did make a mistake. As you had seen, I have the windows open here. It's very warm today, so I apologize for the noise. You're supposed to mirror print this when you're getting them ready, and I just found that out, so I did go ahead and fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off this bottom one here. I am working a little bit off the screen here. I apologize. So we got this. We're going to take the blank and we're going to put it down. Let's see if I can't get this right without knocking over the phone. Now, when I had printed this before, it went over the edges just slightly. And for whatever reason, it's not doing it now. So we're going to just hope that everything is lined up. And we're going to use some of the heat tape here. I'm just getting a little bit off the screen. I am going to put this here like so. And like this. And when it goes in the heat press, it's going to go up like this. So we're going to go move over there now and put it onto the heat press. All right, so I have a little bit of an awkward setup here because I just have my desk over here, and then I have this little space here. I barely have room to move. My heat press is like a little bit too close to everything. So this is the piece right here. So what we have to do is put it down with the print on the sub we want to print on. We're still going to need this Teflon sheet to go over the top here. And it says to print, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this with one hand. It says to print at 400 for 60 seconds. So I got that preset, and we're going to give this a go and see what happens. The first one may never work, but we're going to, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gone a couple seconds. More than I should, but we're gonna let this go, and I'll be back after I remove the paper back over at the desk, just so I don't burn myself. So let's fingers crossed, hopefully this works. All right guys, so wait for the traffic to go by. We have this. I am going to try and peel this off. I don't know if it's worked or if it hasn't. I haven't looked at it yet. So we're gonna do this together. Fingers crossed. It is still a little warm. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Oh, it did, but it's very off-center. Oh, it kind of looks nice, though. Huh. It went off-center just a little bit. But look how cute that looks. It went on there a lot nicer. The colors are much darker than what they should be, though. Like, these circular pieces should be more of like a pinky color. But I don't think I can complain a whole lot. That's kind of neat how that works. So I think I'm going to actually, oh, this hurts my soul, but I'm going to scrap this piece. I'm going to print it not at high qualities, regular quality, because this is all trial and error. I may have one of these pieces left by the time I'm done. So what I'm going to do, yeah, trial and error. We're going to scrap this, print it off regular quality, but I'm going to up the saturation a bit so the pinks are more pinker. Yeah, that's not even a word. But it did come out quite nice and vibrant. Just it's too bad that what I'll do is I'll actually print on the other side, so then I'll only end up ruining one. So I'm going to print these off so they come out a little bit more, and so that they're kind of bigger than the actual piece. And we're going to go from there and try it one more time, and if it works, then I'll go ahead and print the other 4, and those will actually be available in my shop if they work out properly. So let's go and have another go. All right, so this is the one that I just printed. This is the side that I ruined, so I'm going to flip it over and see what the other side look like. Oh, that's much better. But the circle is off up here. But this, again, is just a test print. Just a test. Oh, it's still very warm. So what I think I need to do, it looks a lot better on the, oh no, no. It looks all fuzzy. This side here, it wasn't fuzzy at all. and this side here is all super fuzzy. So it does have to get printed with like high definition, high quality, to get it to print right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so these colors are no good. It is so fuzzy. So this is a fail. So what I need to do is go back to this setting right here, make it bigger like this one, and it should be okay. These colors are a little bit darker than I like, but it looks so much better than this. Trial and error, right? Okay, so last time I also printed out a few of these, but these didn't turn into circles. It kind of turned into like ovals after I saw it. So I was going to make 3 of these into keychains as well. So now that I know these are no good, what I'm going to do is go back to printing like this. I've wasted so much of this paper already. Go back to printing like this and just make these slightly a little bit bigger. And then everything should be okay. So last time, let's go. Alright guys, so I think we got it here. It looks so much nicer than the first lot that we did. And the hole is not completely centered, but it kind of looks a little bit nicer. The only thing is I put it on the thing wrong on the heat press. So I'm going to keep this one for myself. So it looks like I'm going to have 3 of these to put up on the shop until I can get some more ordered in. So this is the comparison of these. This is the sublimation paper that I have. It's the A-Sub 125. That's what I'm using. This is high quality photo paper. That's the settings that I used. And this one here was the normal paper and just high quality printing. That doesn't look nice at all. And this one here is I went back to the photo paper high quality, and I like this much better. And as you can see, I made it slightly bigger around the edges so you don't get this white rim around the side. Sorry for the gloss finish, but it's kind of hard to get when I'm right by the window. But yeah, these are really fun to make, and I'm actually going to order some more so I can make some more because I only have 3 of these left, and I just did another one right here, and I haven't really, oh, that one came out really nice. That was really nice. I haven't popped that one off yet. So I just want to point out as well, I did put a piece of paper when these were up like this and in the heat press. I did put an extra piece of paper between my 2 Teflon sheets because the ink, as it's heating up, it seeps down through the holes of the MDF pieces and it comes out through the centers here and it gets over everything. So I've just put in an extra piece of paper. Just thought I would let you know, maybe that might be a tip for somebody as well. So I am going to give these little keychains a go today as well. So I'm just trying to get the sizing and everything correct, and we're going to give those a print. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put something on the other side here, like the artistic newfie or whatever, but I don't know if you can double print on these because that means I have to put tape on this side, and I don't know if I really want to do that unless I do like a small circle and just put like the artistic newfie or something on the back just so people know like where they got these from. So that's something that I'm thinking of doing, so I might fool around with that on one of them. The one maybe that I'm keeping for myself, this one right here that I kind of botched the back, so maybe I'll try it on there. But I'm just going to do a quick search before I do that just to make sure I can print on both sides after one side's been gone through the heat press. I don't want to ruin them because these turned out really nice, these like last 3 that I've made. Well, I haven't got this one taken off yet, but let's go and print the last few circles for these with these owls for the keychains, and let's see if I can't get those to work, and then we'll call the video done for today. And yeah, wish me luck. Alrighty guys, so we're back, and I tried to print on the back of one of these, and I think what really needs to happen is that an entire circle needs to be available to be able to cover this entire thing, because it did print, it did transfer this on the back, and the other side didn't have any effects or anything, so this is the one that I kind of screwed up. But because I tried to print on this side, it did get burned, so I think maybe I'll try this again in the future and maybe have an entire piece cut out to put put on there, rather than just cutting out, because this is what I just had done. Like, as you had seen, it was just like a little piece stuck on there. So this is not, don't do this, don't do this. So we're going to actually pull off one of these now and see how this worked. I can't even manage to keep things in frame today. I'm going to pull this off, and then I can't do this with one hand. So I'm going to pull these off, flip it over, and then I'll reveal what they look like. Okay guys, so fail number 2 today. When you buy these, I've just ruined 5 of these, 4 of them actually. So I now have 4 keychains with nothing in them, because I didn't know that there was a plastic over the top of these as well, and you're supposed to remove this plastic before you actually sublimate on these. So that is an absolute fail on my part. So I'm going to I'm so frustrated right now. I'm going to go ahead and try to print on a few more of these, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 more with the plastic pieces off, because I think they would have turned out so nice. I do have one more here, this one here, and a few others that I have the full pieces for. So I'm going to try to sublimate a couple more of these before or after taking off this film. Oh, that's just frustrating. All right, so let's see what we got here. So I took the rubber piece off of these. The instructions are on the website, but to be honest, they're a little bit confusing because I don't think the right piece is matched up with the proper information. It could just be me, but I did misread what was going on. So I have ruined 5 of the keychains. So 4 of the keychains got ruined actually. So let's see what happened here. This looks much better. It is a tad bit blurry, but at a distance, it actually looks not too bad. Let's see if I can't get a better view of that. For a tiny image, this really isn't a bad quality. Right there. So, the rest of them have probably turned out the exact same way. So let's just go ahead and pop them off. Whoops. There, I gotta stick this somewhere. Okay, it's that one. So these were really fun to make. Everything was really fun to make once I got it figured out what exactly it was I was doing wrong. But they're super cute. I mean, you can use these little keychains for putting your own pictures in, like family pictures, or if you want to have a keychain with the picture of your pet in it. Like, they're good for a lot of different things. But before we go here, I'm just going to show you how these actually go together. So I'm just using a little pick here, and there is a piece. I know this comes off because I read this properly. This piece comes off, right? Like, just like that. And then you take your piece of your keychain and you line it up. Hopefully I can do this right the first time. And you just drop it in. And there you have it. That's the finished keychain. So they're super fun and easy to make. I actually wouldn't mind making some more of these with some different pictures in there, but that's what we have so far. I won't bore you with putting the rest of these pieces in. I have 4 more to do. But that's it for today's video. If you liked it, let me know. If you'd like to see some more things like this without me messing up, that would be great, hey? But if you want to see some more videos of me making things like this, making the little ornaments here. I went and put a piece of string in this one to see what it would look like. I'm not a fan of it, but I do need to get some ribbon. This one here is going to be a seconds because there is a bit of a white space left, but the other 2 came out super cute, and I do have some hearts and square pieces over there that I can also make something into. So maybe some mermaid stuff or something related to, since it is mermaid. We'll see. Check out the description for PandaHall Selected. Get yourself some of these items, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll know when I'm going to be posting in the future. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.